Hey everybody, this is Erico. I am back again on your computer screen. So you guys are doing fantastic because you're watching this video. Like this video, just like this video. Subscribe if you've not, if you've seen a couple of my videos and you have yet to click the notification bell because YouTube is supposed to be doing its job and supposed to be alerting people. This topic about skin tone, and you might say BTS plays into this equation. BTS has been coming up about their natural skin tones for the past 2 years or so, and then it came up again because fans from all over the world decided that they were going to bust open this big balloon, which is Korea, and their whitewashing editing skills of photos when they are released to the public. So you will see these comparisons where there is one member who looks white as snow. He looked whiter than cream on a wedding cake. And then you see a more melanated, yellow tanned version, and many Korean fans burst into flames. They were so hopping mad that they started calling out cultural sensitivity, saying that many of the foreign fans were trying to say the Korean people were dirty because they were making them have darker skin tones. But what the reality is that BTS is actually a tad bit darker than the photos that you see in magazines or in the media. And also, the American media, they let the secret out of the bag real fast. You can look at how they look on American television and magazines in America, and they show their natural skin complexion. So Korean people were now just like, what are you all doing? What is this monstrosity? We are pale. We are white as snow. This what makes us beautiful. I'm so sad. I'm sad that this is a cultural norm for Korea, because they believe that having this pure as a baby, as a child look where the skin is flawless is the most attractive. And if nobody has this type of trait, then they're deemed not the utmost attractive. And many people in the foreign community see this and it's like, okay, it's okay to be pale, it's okay to be white. But what happened to other forms of beauty? Beauty can be various different appearances and skin tones. And so they wanted to highlight that how BTS actually looks when you see them in real life is beautiful. Catering to this idea of whiteness. And many Korean people believing that having super white skin, having a small face, having different color eyes, dyeing their hair blonde, having a small body and frame, and all of this coming from the media that promotes whiteness, white men, white women, white people with money, and them not seeing how it honestly low-key is damaging their community. And they don't realize that that's what it's doing because they've been so conditioned to believe that this is normal and that it's okay and that's how they should look. But if you actually look at how many Korean people look when they don't try to hide from the sun, when they actually go out and just let their natural skin tone be, they look very beautiful. There are many white people that chase after that color. That's why they tan. That's why you see them, they on the beach and they looking like a beet that just came out of the can. People need to realize that how you are is enough. You do not have to subscribe to what we are being fed, that only one way to look is the utmost beauty. And I have some really real Korean friends that do not sugarcoat anything, and they always say many Korean people do not like the way that they look. They have pride as Koreans, but they run to surgery because they do subconsciously look at how a white person looks, and they want those features just in a Korean vessel. We have this in the black community as well, but I also believe that there is a section of the black community that is learning that loving yourself and your melanin and your natural nose and your hair texture is beautiful, and it is okay, and it should be in the same running as all these different types of beauty, because seeing the differences in people's beauty is beautiful. The way that they naturally look, their eyes and everything, it's beautiful. They should have pride in who they are as Koreans. Asians should have pride in who they are as Asians, just as many other people do. As me as a black person, I have pride being a black man, being a melanated brother. Being a darker skin tone and being Asian, East Asian, Southeast Asian, should be celebrated more, because there are many Korean people that have a darker skin tone. And I've been around the colorism. Let's get into it. And how black people are brought up and then become the butt of the joke, and all of a sudden the darker skinned Korean person at the table is the target, and they're saying you look like a black person. And I've been in these circles and just sitting there feeling uncomfortable, and I'm like, well, I'm the whole black person sitting at the table, and you're talking about him because he's a darker skin complexion. A lot of Asian people don't want to admit that there's colorism in their community, especially toward darker skinned Asian people. And you're destroying your own community without realizing it, because if you don't address it, it gets worse. And the Asian people that are constantly suffering because of the comments, because of the nitpicking, and people sending you baskets with lightning cream in it, saying that you are as dark as the inside of a tunnel. What gives? Like, learn to love who you are. Learn that how you naturally look is enough. Learn to, how I always like to say, be better, do better. Are there people in Korea that naturally like dark skin tones or tan skins? Oh yeah. Yeah, you get a little bit of love. You get a little bit of love. It's just that it's like a relief when you find the Korean people that are not problematic and open-minded. And then it's like Korean people that are open-minded and unproblematic. Get your people that are real problematic. Ugh. You go to a makeup artist and they do your makeup, and then when they're done, you look in the mirror and you looking like half-baked onion soup. Why does pigmentation offend so many people? Why can't my beauty and my skin complexion and many other people's skin complexion just be? I remember my friend talking about Japan for like just a second, and I remember this boy band news and the boy in that group named Rico. And I remember my friend, we were talking about them, and I brought up his name, and she said just flat out, he's too dark. And I'm just like, whoa. Sad. But you guys, this is a lot to think about. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will surely be back. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves now.